Hello, friends, and welcome back. So, I'm just going to get right into it, but I know I've been absent for a minute, but I wanted to get on here and just give a quick kind of a post Kundalini awakening update. So, because it's been really crazy. So, you guys know I went through the dark night of the soul, and then right after that, had my Kundalini awakening on New Year's Eve day. It was going into the morning of New Year's Eve. Well, I want to really talk about these dreams I've been having. First of all, for me, some people say the Kundalini that they go through years, a period of years, kind of having dark night of the soul after their Kundalini, and like they really struggle with thoughts of, I don't know what all I can say on here, but like unaliving themselves. Like they really struggle after their Kundalini awakening. But so far for me, I feel like for me, it was clarity. Like, I feel like I just have so much clarity now on my purpose, my vision, my drive. Like, I got to a point where I was just kind of questioning, what am I doing? Am I even helping anyone? Is this, what am I doing? I got to the point kind of, I just felt really low. I was at a low, and this was my dark night of the soul. And I may have even had thoughts of like, what am I even doing? What is this life? What are we doing here? But it's like, no, I realize now all my hardships, everything I've been through, and especially with surviving two narcissists in a row, it's like that is my purpose. That is my mission. I'm here to help inspire others and inspire people to know that if I can do it, if I can come out of everything I've come out of, you can do it. Okay. I'm a girl that grew up, you can say, on the wrong side of the tracks. That's for sure. And it's like by looking at me, people want to judge me just off what they see, like judging a book by its cover. They want to judge me and think I grew up privileged and think I grew up handed something. And it's anything but. That is anything but. Everything you see today that I am, I've done myself. I've made this myself with everyone working against me. Everyone and everything working against me. No one helped me. No one handed me anything. Nobody said, here you go. Here's your college degree. Here's this. Here's even money for college. No, no. Instead, my family was takers. They all took. And they're still that way. That's the mindset. That's their mindset, is that they can't work or create anything for themselves and they have to take. There's givers and there's takers, okay? There's givers and there's takers in this world. And sadly, my family is takers, and that's just their mindset. But that's why they say you're here, you're sent here to break the generational curses and end the trauma and the cycles and the patterns, okay? You have the gift. You are the chosen one. If you're watching this content, I feel like, and if this resonates with you, then you understand what I mean, and you probably are also a chosen one. Like there's a group of us out there that are sent here to elevate the consciousness of the planet, because sadly still there are so many people out there that are just walking around unhealed, dumping their trauma on anyone they come across. And it's like, that's why it's so important for people to be doing the inner work, doing the healing. You have to start healing. That's why a lot of us chosen ones end up in isolation and end up just feeling alone. And it's like the only reason I know I'm not alone, thank God, is because of the internet. Thank God. Like I see my tribe in here. I see my tribe there. You, if you're watching this, you're my tribe. Like this is the only way I know I'm not alone, because if it was left up to the people that I walk out my front door, I would just think there is no hope. I'm alone. I'm the only one that thinks this way and feels this way. And just thank God for the internet, because I know that's not the case. And that's what our mission is to help other people through our story and how did we gain the strength to be in the position we are today? How did you overcome what you overcame, right? So that's part of our mission, is helping others. Okay, so I want to give you an update, like I said, on the post Kundalini awakening and the dreams I've been having. These dreams have been insane and intense. But for me, I had the dark night of the soul, which is where you have left your old life. You know that's not for you anymore. That's not the life you're living in this false matrix reality, okay? In the 3D world, you're stepping into your purpose. You know you have a higher calling. You know you have a purpose. It's not working that dead-end job, paycheck to paycheck, staying stuck in the rat race, living in fear, living in constant fear, right? Fear of money, fear of everything. Like the fear is what holds you back. You have to stop being afraid to go do the thing. Just go do the thing. Make the mistake. You're going to make mistakes. That's part of it. That's part of it. But you have to stop living in fear and letting that fear hold you back. I'd rather make a million mistakes and grow and learn each time and like get higher on my path and get more closer to my calling every time. Sorry if my brain, like my thoughts aren't thoughting today. Okay. My mind's not all 100% accurate today. So I'm just like, I was supposed to have a Galentine's today. It's Valentine's Day today. I was supposed to do a Galentine's tonight, and she messed the day up, and it actually ended up being last night. So we kind of went out, and I just stayed out too late, and I wasn't like drinking or partying really. I mean, it was fun. We were dancing, but I wasn't drinking. And that's the other thing. When you get farther into this spiritual journey, you like drinking and partying just becomes less and less appealing. But dancing is different, because that's actually a way that they say is a good way to release stored trauma. So it's like, oh, well, no wonder why I've always loved dancing. Like, I have tons of trauma to release. So it's like, but I've just always loved dancing. That's just a passion for me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. So we did do some dancing last night and stayed out a little too late. It turned into a later night, so I didn't get all my sleep. So I'm running on like fumes, honestly, but I was just on a podcast, so that was fun and exciting. So whenever that becomes available, I will post it here on my channel, and hoping to do many more podcasts, as well. So, but really, I just want to share my story and tell you guys, if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you, especially if you're a girl that grew up on the wrong side of the tracks and just had a rough life. Like, just because you were born into that doesn't mean you have to stay there. You don't have to just accept it. Like, you can break out. You can break out of the matrix. You can break the curses. You can end the cycles. It's up to you. It's up to you, because no one before us knew. Like, that's just the way the generations were before. They just accepted it, and they didn't know any other way. They didn't know how. They just did it because all the generations before them did it. Just like saying, well, children should be seen and not heard, and no one's feelings mattered, no one's emotions mattered. And now we're into where people are starting to wake up, and it's an age of enlightenment. And it's like, no, the feelings do matter. Your feelings actually do matter. Your passions matter. Your heart matters. Your hobbies matter. Everything that makes you different and unique is exactly what matters. Not just put on the suit, go in the box with all the other people in the box, that there's no more room in that box, okay? Why do you want to live in this tiny little box that everyone else wants to live in? And quite frankly, they don't want to live there either. They're just doing it because they were told to, because all the generations before them were told to. Now, granted, some of them do like living in that box, and they like their routine, and they like their stagnant routine, and but really that's living in fear, because they're afraid to step outside of that box. They're scared. That's what that is. Being stagnant in that routine is just being scared. That's all that is. So get over the fear, get out of that box, and go put your love and joy and light on the world in a way that only you can, Like, there's so many people out there that I follow and watch that just motivate me and inspire me. It's like it doesn't have to just be one, just because there's already one influencer out there that does what you do, or does what you want to do, doesn't mean that can be the only one. Sorry, my dogs were barking, but had to bring my dog up here. But you're going to resonate with them, in a special way that only you can. You're going to reach people in a way that only you can. And just because you reach them doesn't mean someone else can't also. I mean, if you're really in a learning and growth mindset, then you're going to be following as many people as you can, and you're going to be absorbing different things from each of them. So there's room for more than just one at the top, okay? And the fact too is people don't want to even try. It's like people, sorry, dogs, they're like kids, I'm telling you. They're like children. I don't know whoever thinks dogs are not like children. Like, they're literally sometimes more difficult, I feel like. So anyways, let me get back on track. So there's room for more than one at the top, okay? And the other thing is, you probably don't even have that much competition, because no one's trying. Like, people are just accepting living in the rat race. And it's like, no, break out of that box, break out of that thinking. That's what I'm here to tell you. And let's circle back now. Sorry. Circle back to the spiritual awakening, okay? The spiritual awakening obviously happened after leaving the narcissist. I had 2 in a row. So really, the covert's the one that did me in. So that's the one that really broke my heart, to the point that now I run a business basically helping other people realize what narcissism is, get out of toxic relationships, and realize you have the power and it's in you all along, okay? So, all right, let's bring it to my dreams. The dreams have been insane. I have a whole journal of dreams that have been going on for about 2 weeks. And so I'm about to launch the course, Breaking the Trauma Bond. I don't know if it's been going on about that long. So I don't know if there's a correlation there. I just put that together right now. But plus, we just had a full moon. So that's probably another thing, because if you're spiritual and you're astrology and you know all of that, it's all correlated. But then the other part of it is, see, people are like, because I watch tarot a lot, and, I have tarot cards. And so I've kind of been into the tarot thing as well as part of my spiritual journey. And it's like every tarot reading literally resonates. Like, it's exactly what I'm going through, exactly as the message comes to me. So, and I feel like it does find you when it's meant to find you. But then there's people in the religions that say that tarot is evil, and, everyone just has different stories and different beliefs about it. But for me, I don't feel like it's caused harm. However, there was a dream a couple nights ago where I literally felt, this is the craziest thing. So listen to this. I'll like put a marker here so you can jump to this section. But this was the craziest thing. I felt like demons were, I don't know if they were demons. Okay. At first I was like, I didn't know what was going on, but something was trying to get into my body. I was laying right here in this bed. It was about 3 a.m., probably 2:45 a.m. And that they say that's one of the strongest times for you to pray, because the veil between the spiritual world is very thin. And that's one of the best times to pray and pray to God and everything. And, the veil is thin. So your messages are getting through. You can hear messages easier, and your messages get through easier. So, but I was sleeping. I go to bed around 2 a.m. usually, sometimes a little after. I'm just a night person. I just always have been. But so, and then I wake up about 8 a.m. So, I was in a dream. And I'm like running around, And these demons, like, I don't know if they're demons. I hate to say demons, but it didn't feel good. It felt very negative, like it was a bad feeling. Trying to get in my body, trying to attack me. They wanted in. And so in my dream, it's my dad and stepmom. There's this big mansion. I'm like running around trying to find them, trying to tell them what's going on, and I'm being attacked, and these spirits are trying to enter my body. And I don't know. It was just kind of, I don't know if they understood what was going on, but I think they were in the dream because they're the ones that have been telling me that to get rid of these tarot cards. They're like against the tarot completely and the crystals and everything. So I'm like, okay, they were in the first part of my dream. Then I woke up like pretty rattled and startled from that. I'm like, I could still feel the energies that were trying to get in. So then I end up falling back asleep, and at 3:23 a.m. I woke up just terrified and so afraid to go back to sleep at this point, because that time I could feel it so strong. So they were trying to get in my mind, and I heard literally the download. If you remember the old internet dial-up connection, like, you know, I obviously can't do it, but it was like the dial-up modem internet connection. It was that clear, so loud in my brain. Like they were trying to get messages in, trying to get into my brain, because I remember thinking before I fell back asleep at one point, I remember thinking, okay, sorry, I just got a notification. But I remember thinking, okay, I felt overwhelmed in the dream before with all these spirits trying to get into my body. I felt really overwhelmed, and I was like, look, I think I said to them, to the spirits, look, I'm okay if you want to give me like a message here or there from like my family, because I have 2 cousins that have passed. So I was thinking, if you want to give me a message from, you know, my cousins or someone like that, I'm okay to receive that message, but I need it like, you know, calm and clear. And then that's when the download started of the dial-up connection, like the internet modem sound, if you know what I mean. And it's like spirits and entities were just fighting to get into my brain. Like they were just hardcore at my brain, to the point, I'm not even kidding you, it felt like this whole side, it was like this whole side of my head was just bombarded and ended up being like so tight and contorted. And I ended up like waking up like this. Like felt like I was having a seizure or something, honestly. I was like seized up on this side, that it was that intense. It was that intense that they were trying to get into my mind. So, yeah. And I've had a thing about this bedroom anyways, with spirits in this bedroom. I don't know what it is, but since I've lived here, I've felt a weird presence and a weird energy in this bedroom. So I don't know what the deal is, if it's this apartment or something happened in here or what. But my dog has seen it too. He's sensitive to that. And one day, my bathroom's right here off my bedroom, and he looked up terrified out of nowhere and backed himself against the wall and had like diarrhea all over the wall out of nowhere, like out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, there's definitely something going on. There's like spirits. I don't know. But it's like, I don't know if it's from the tarot. Like, I hate to say that. I hate to say that it's from the tarot, because I honestly feel like the readings I see are never bad. I really don't use the tarot cards that much myself. I've practiced a little bit with it, but I kind of wanted to maybe get on here and start doing some tarot. So I don't know. If you're interested in that, let me know. You might not be after this video. I just don't know. And then I've watched other videos of girls that said they quit tarot because of literally the dreams like I had, where they said they felt like they were being attacked. But then I'm like, I've heard people that don't do tarot, that just pray to God. They're very, I just want to call it spiritual, but they have a deep divine connection with God, and they're doing the deep inner work that, if you need help with that, reach out to me, and I'm working on um, getting like a course going for that as well, just kind of like an introductory course to your spiritual awakening type thing. But then if you need deeper one-on-one sessions, we could work that out as well. And I'm trying to get group coaching together as well. So that's more affordable option, and it can be like a once a month group call. So I'm working on getting that together so we can have a community. So we can have a community of people that are leaving the narcissist, going through their spiritual awakening, because they go hand in hand, they go together, right? So if you left the narcissist, you should be having your spiritual awakening. So that it's just kind of explaining all of that and going through all of that. But I'm working on all these things. So anyways, yeah, if you'd be interested in the readings, let me know. But I hate to say it's tarot. I just feel like some people just have a deeper, more divine connection, and the veil is thinner for some people. And that's why they say we are healers and light workers, and we're here to spread the message, spread awareness, help raise the consciousness of the planet and other beings that are ready and willing to learn and have a growth mindset, So, sorry. But yeah, I guess that's the catch-up video for today. I'm just going to leave it at that with kind of the dream thing and just what's been going on a little bit with the course, and that's taken a lot of time and energy and effort. I put my heart and soul into building this course out for people that are trying to break the trauma bond, just get out of that narcissistic relationship, stay no contact, and start the healing process so you can go on and live just the life of your dreams, okay? Like, go live your dream life. Go live as your most highest abundant self. You should be living on your highest timeline as your most abundant self, okay? Like, that's what it's about too, is releasing the old blocks, getting rid of the limiting beliefs, the negative thinking patterns, stuck in negative thought loop cycles. You don't even realize you're doing it because you've been doing it for so long. You need someone to help you realize and recognize when you're doing it and break those thought patterns. Okay, we have to switch and reprogram your mind to see the positive rather than the negative. Okay, I don't even want to say the word negative. Just see the positive. That's it. It's just always look for the positive. Even the bad things that you think are bad that are happening to you is actually for your highest good. Just like I didn't think having to go, first of all, I'm just going to write a book because since I was born, it's been a story, okay? It's been, if you name it, if there's a situation you can think of that's bad for someone to go through, I've probably been through it. Literally. I'm not even kidding you. You name it and I'll tell you. It's happened to me. Okay, so my point is, it's about not having the victim mindset. And if I can come out of that, you can come out of that. Okay? I promise you. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And that's why that's why I have to be here to share my story. Because there's so many times, really, I could have died. Like, there's so many times I shouldn't even be here right now. I shouldn't even be here talking to you right now. But it was the grace of God. And God knew, like, no, you have a bigger story. You have a bigger purpose. You're not done. You're not done here. Okay? So that's what it's about. You got to take your story. You got to help others. And if you need help, reach out. Get a coach, get a mentor. That's what we're here for. There's a whole community of us. Whoever resonates with you, whether it's me or not. But just find someone that resonates with you, okay? And just, get there. You'll get there. You just have to start doing the inner work. Growth mindset. It's a growth, not fixed mindset. Sorry, I had a little burpee. So, all right, we're going to leave it off here. I'm going to try to show up for you guys more. I'm so sorry that I've been absent for so long. It was just building this course out took my heart and soul to help you, because I just want you to get out of these toxic relationships and don't go back. They say it takes the average person about 7 times attempts at leaving the narcissist. And that is 7 times too many. We should have never allowed them in our life in the first place, which is what the course is about and getting coaching is about, is having boundaries, staying no contact, standing firm in your boundaries, okay? Having self-love and self-worth, okay? So if you need help with any of those things, reach out, all right? So I'm going to leave it off here, and I'm going to show up for you guys more. I'm going to show up more. We're going to have more of these sessions, okay? So I hope you could follow me. Sorry if I was a little scattered and all over the place. I told you it was a little bit of too late of a night for me, but I'm going to show up for you more. I love you. I'm here for you. You can do this, okay? You guys stay strong. I love you. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.